Hey, welcome back to my channel. I am so anxious to share this information with you. This is huge information in the Sebastian Rogers case. Chris and Katie Proudfoot ruled out each and every possible exit of their house, saying Sebastian couldn't have used any of the exits. Before I explain this in detail with clips of Chris and Katie's own words and make your jaw hit the floor, please make sure that you have subscribed to my channel, ring-a-ding my bell, and set it to all so you never miss a video, because I upload as the information needs shared. I'd also like to ask you to smooch the thumbs up if you enjoy the way I bring this information to you, or hit the thumbs down if you don't. You can even hit the heart below this video and get your comment highlighted in the comment section. Okay, now let's do this. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers is a 15-year-old boy from Hendersonville, Tennessee. He lived with his mother, Katie Proudfoot, and her husband, Christopher Proudfoot. Sebastian's biological father, Seth Rogers, lives about an hour away, and at the end of this school year, Sebastian is supposed to move in with Seth. Sebastian has short, sandy brown hair and brown eyes. He is approximately 5 feet 5 inches tall and weighs approximately 113 pounds. According to his mother, Sebastian was last seen wearing a black long-sleeve t-shirt, black jogging pants with white stripes on each leg, and no shoes. Sebastian is a high-functioning autistic child and likes to hide under things. He was last seen near Beach High School on Long Hollow Pike. If you have seen or know anything about Sebastian's whereabouts, please call TBI at 1-800-TBI-FIND or the Sumner County Sheriff's Office at 615-451-3838. On March 20th, 2024, Christopher and Katie Proudfoot did an interview with Smiley. The link is in my description box if you'd like to watch the whole interview without my commentary. During this interview, Smiley asked a lot of great questions. I've already made multiple videos reviewing this interview, and I'll put those links in my description box also. This interview was over 3 hours long, and there was a lot of information given during this interview. During this video, we're going to skip to about an hour and 22 minutes where they start discussing the house and all the ways out of it. Roll that clip.
So you have a padlock. Is that what you said earlier, that you have a padlock on the, like, I forget what they're called, but where you put the code in, a code lock?
Yeah, not a padlock.
I didn't mean a padlock. I'm sorry. The code where you put the code in.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So would he turn around if he left and actually put that code in? Do you have to put the code in to lock it back?
He locks the door behind himself every time he goes out it.
Okay. All right.
Okay, first clip, we learned Sebastian locks the door behind him, always, which that kind of surprises me. So I believe she's referring to the front door. When he goes out the front door, he makes sure that that is always locked. But if he was just going outside to check the mail or to take the trash out or something like that where he was coming back in, does the door lock behind him? Does he have to enter the key code? Katie didn't answer that when Smiley asked that part. So we don't know if the code has to be entered into the keypad to lock the door or if it locks when the door shuts automatically. Roll the next clip.
And not only that, but if somebody had been by the front door, punched in the code, believe it or not, no, it's not super clear, but you would have seen a shadow or a figure.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
Based on, something would have been visible because one of the lights is still visible from that Ring camera from across the street.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay, hold on. I need you to listen to that section of that clip one more time. Roll that again, please.
And not only that, but if somebody had been by the front door, punched in the code, believe it or not, no, it's not super clear, but you would have seen a shadow or a figure.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
Based on, something would have been visible because one of the lights is still visible from that Ring camera from across the street.
Yeah.
Let's break this down. Chris said, quote, if somebody had been by the front door, you would have seen a shadow or figure. Something would have been visible because one of the lights is still visible from that Ring camera from across the street. I take this as Chris is saying, if anyone stepped foot on that front porch by that front door, the Ring camera across the street would have captured them, even if it was just a blurry shadow or figure, because that camera can see a light on the front porch. Chris just explained to us that if Sebastian would have left that house that night, that ring camera would have seen him, even if it was just a blurry figure or a shadow. There are only so many ways for Sebastian to leave this house. Chris and Katie explained that they reviewed all of the possibilities that Sebastian could have used to leave on February 25th or 26th. They said there are only two options where the door would have locked behind him. The front door was one of those two exits they believe Sebastian would have used. They claimed the other door would have been too loud for him to use, and that door would be on camera also. Let's listen to that part of this interview. Roll it.
And not only that, but if somebody had been by the front door, punched in the code, believe it or not, no, it's not super clear, but you would have seen a shadow or a figure.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
Based on, something would have been visible because one of the lights is still visible from that ring camera from across the street.
Yeah.
That has been, like I said, every video, and I've said this through Facebook, everything in the neighborhood. I couldn't talk to you enough positive about my neighborhood, because anybody had cameras voluntarily gave up hard drives, flash drives, access to clouds for them. They've let people go in and search their houses multiple times without needing a warrant or a subpoena or anything. They've just openly done it. So, I mean, that's why it's so difficult right now.
I almost forgot. Thank goodness Chris reminded me. He was just bragging about how awesome all of the neighbors are and how they have been so open to give all of their footage from their security cameras. And I went to the TBI website, and as of April 25th, 2024, TBI stated to date there have been no confirmed sightings of Sebastian since the issuance of the Amber Alert. So Sebastian has not been spotted, seen on any of the security footage from any of those ring cameras or other security cameras in that entire neighborhood. Let's keep rolling.
Is there or is there not a couch in front of the back door?
No, there is a couch in front of a door.
In front of a door. Okay. I was just wondering, so can he get out the back? Okay, so he can go.
Is there an exit out the back of the house? Yes. That's unobscured from anything? Yes.
Okay,
Mhm.
but what I'm asking is, how did you know that he went specifically out the front door? What made you think that?
We presume that he left out the front door. We never know 100%, obviously, but we presume based off of process of elimination, going over it with law enforcement, going over the house, where things are, how things are, Sebastian's routine, and the fact that that's the door that he always uses or prefers to use, because I won't say 100% of the time he does come in with me through another door, but that's the door Sebastian prominently uses. That's the one that if he were going to sneak out of the house or leave the house for whatever reason, that's the most reasonable door that he would have left out of. Any of the others would have made noise or not
Or would
been.
not have been locked.
Mm-hmm.
So
Because
the back door would not lock.
from the outside, like the front, no. You'd have to had the key.
So I'm not going to describe every door lock in our house to
No, I
y'all.
understand that.
That's a safety thing.
Yeah, I
But
understand that. Don't do that.
yeah, but what I can say is there's only two doors in the house that he could have gone out where he could have locked
From the
on his
outside.
own or from the outside. And the one he wouldn't have gone out because of how much noise it makes.
Yeah.
Everybody would have, plus it would have been seen on camera. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
I mean, it would have been seen on camera. So by suspicion or reasonable elimination of all these doors, it's front door.
Okay.
So there are three doors that Chris and Katie have explained as three possible exits that Sebastian could have used if he left that house on his own. 3. The front door, the back door, and one of the garage doors. When we look at the side of the house where the garage is, there are 2 overhead doors and 1 access door. Now, none of us know what is kept in their garage except for Katie's vehicle. I do remember Chris making a comment about the garage being full, but I can't remember where he said it. When they speak about these 3 garage doors, it sounds as if they only use one of the overhead doors and the others are blocked to where they can't use them. They said the back door couldn't have been locked without a key, so they ruled that door out. They said the garage door would have made too much noise, and Chris even said, quote, and the one he wouldn't have gone out because of how much noise it makes. Everybody would have, plus it would have been seen on camera. Let's put it that way, end quote. This was not the first time Chris spoke as if he was at home that night. In my opinion, I think he started to say everybody would have heard it. But in my opinion, I believe he caught himself mid-sentence. Anyway, that leaves the front door. It's perfect. It's quiet and it locks when you go out of it. The problem is, Chris eliminated that door also. He eliminated the front door when he said if anybody was on that front porch, they would have been caught on the Ring camera. So no back door, no garage door, no front door. What about all these windows on that huge house? Let's listen to what Chris and Katie had to say about all these windows. Roll that clip.
So, and there was no windows unlocked or anything like that y'all can tell or could tell. I'm sure they looked at all that.
Yeah, with
Yes,
the
yeah.
screens intact and things like that.
Yeah, nothing exterior of the building of our house has been altered.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's why it was like,
So according to Chris and Katie, the windows were all locked, screens intact, and nothing altered around the exterior of the house. Nothing to show that Sebastian left that house through a window. Chris did continue on to say this part though. Roll it.
not only that, but for him to go out the window, so to speak, he would have landed in the flower bed and, barefooted. Yeah, we'd have heard something because he had landed on it and screamed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd have heard something because he had landed on it and screamed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd have heard something because he had landed on it and screamed.
And yet another example of Chris placing himself at the house the night Sebastian vanished. Anyway, what now? We can only rely on the words spoken by Katie Proudfoot, not only Sebastian's mother, but also the very last person who saw Sebastian alive. We have the words spoken by Christopher Proudfoot, Katie's husband and Sebastian's stepfather. We have the words spoken by Seth Rogers, Sebastian's daddy. We have the words spoken by law enforcement, which has been based off of what Katie has told them, and also very minimal. Then we have our own knowledge from having a passion for true crime. We know past cases that have been similar to Sebastian's. We know how most of those started and how they ended. We know how important it is to listen between the words spoken by the immediate circle of the victim. That is exactly what we have done in this video. As I said in the beginning, I have made multiple videos from this one interview. Christopher and Katie Proudfoot said so much during this 3-hour-long video. It is full of information that we have to listen to and then listen again. And Justin was playing this interview, along with each interview that Chris and Katie have done, when he heard this part also. Now, I had already heard it and I reviewed it myself, but I tried to brush it off as Chris was saying that someone would have been seen on the camera if they walked up to the porch. But after hearing it again, along with Justin's words, I should have just listened to my initial thoughts. Chris said if anyone was on the front porch, they would have been captured on the Ring camera. That rules out Sebastian leaving through that front door. That was the only exit left after Chris and Katie had explained the other doors couldn't have been used and why. They also eliminated all of the windows as exits. That means that Sebastian did not leave that house on Sunday, February 25th, or Monday, February 26th. On his own, and Sebastian couldn't have teleported out of the house. After hearing all of this information, that tells me that Sebastian didn't leave willingly, on his own. This leads me to believe that Sebastian left the house in a vehicle. That is the only way that he could have left, since he did not walk out the front door because he's not on any security footage. He couldn't have left through the back door because it was locked, and Sebastian needed a key to lock the door behind him. He didn't open the garage door because of 2 reasons, according to Chris and Katie. 1, he would have been seen on security footage, and 2, the door would have been too loud. Sebastian did not leave through any of the windows due to them all being locked, and the screens were all in place. That leaves me to deduce that Sebastian left in a vehicle that was parked inside of the garage when he got in or when he was placed inside of the vehicle. What is your opinion of this information? What do you think happened to Sebastian Rogers? It is so important that you share your theories and opinions in the comments because I'm working on something and I need your opinions and theories to finish my project. If you already commented on my community post with your theory and opinion, thank you so much. And you can comment again here if your theory has changed, or if you want to say something different, or if you just want to say hi. Hi. Hey. I have had 2 theories since the beginning, and those haven't changed. I'm leaning more towards the theory that I got when I did my second reading on this case after reviewing this information again. So that's all I have for you in this video. Please make sure that you're subscribed and ring-a-ding my bell. I never know when I'm going to upload a video. And make sure that you smooch the thumbs up if you enjoyed the way that I brought this information to you, or hit the thumbs down if you didn't. Make sure that you leave a comment with your theories and opinions, and please make sure that you state them as such. Please do not state your opinion as factual information. We don't want to cause any more rumors or misinformation in this case that is unfortunately already a whole damn circus. Thank you so much for watching this video, and until next time, I love you bunches.